Hello, everyone. My name is Mickaël Newton, Mickaël Newton in French. I'm not used with doing presentation in English, so please be cool with me. So let's go. I did super effect on my presentation, so I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, let's go. So I am part of Afrogameuses, the association dedicated to people from diverse background, either it's genre, either or race or ethnicity. It's better than race, but especially women from African background, the African diaspora. Sorry. I am in charge of all the topics dedicated to inclusion video game sector, so discussing with partners concerning the possibility of mentorship or trainings, things like that. I am also the co-founder of Loisirs Numériques. Loisirs Numériques means digital leisure in English. This is an association that I founded in 2010. The main activity of this association is to create events in the video game sector to demystify, to help to better understand the video game sector. It was complicated in the 2010. Right now, it's pretty cool. And I am also part of Ubisoft. Since 2013, I did a different job. The major part of my job was around social impact, basically, all the CSR things, corporate social responsibility. So talk about education, about what Ubisoft can do a part of video games to be better aware of the world where we are living. So discussing with association, doing charities, discussing with the studio. My main asset is to see how to create moments in video games to sensitize players around social matters or environmental disasters and things like that. So a lot of back and forth discussing with them to also discuss with our partners, the association, the NGOs also, to see how to integrate their different initiatives, different messages, and to do it properly, to attach those words and messages concretely for gamers and to have a proper sense of authenticity, basically. So this is me in the video game sector. Sorry, I will go back on the picture because it's interesting. It's a picture from 2013, 15. So I was alone in this department as a black man, and several women also. And I found that this image is good representation of the video game sector right now. We are getting better. We are doing things well with this kind of event, and thank you to Womanize for inviting me and discussing about this topic because it's very, very important for me. And also, just after this picture, associations like Women in Games in France, Afrogameuses appear. So it's very, very cool that if we have to take this picture today, I think it will be slightly different in terms of representation. But I think it's a good starting point for this presentation. Because video games basically have to take responsibility of the world that is changing, evolving, to consider that in video games we have to do efforts to integrate more diversity, more people, more culture, more folklore and things like that. I'm also a specialist. I am dedicating time to better understand also the African cultures because there is a lot of countries in Africa, very interesting to see that in video games. There is no so many video games that talk about Africa. I am from French West Indies. I'm not from Africa, so I learn a lot. And I am discovering the different countries, different people in the video game sector because it's it's just blooming in Africa. The video game sector is pretty recent in Africa, depending on the countries, but basically we can say that they have like 15 years late in terms of technology, because they are not so advanced in terms of material, in terms of studies in video games. So I'm doing a lot of different events. Recently, lately I did game jam with Senegal people, and it was really, really interesting to see this collaboration between Europe and Senegal. So tokenism. Basically, if I have to do it simple, it's the fact that you're alone in one assembly with people that are like alleged, validated in this field. For example, white male people in the video game sector are more legitimate to create video games. And as I said before, I am in the different events. Sometimes there is 1, 2, 3 people that are black. And it was the case also for women like 10 years or 20 years ago. It's not, it's better right now, but tokenism is something that is very, that illustrates properly the idea. And to do better in the video game sector, for sure, we have to integrate people that are from diverse backgrounds. I take this example of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 because the game is fun, basically, but there is no women that we can play in the game. I saw a woman that is like a soldier during the scenario of the game. Only one woman, but you cannot incarnate a woman in the game. And I do my research about this game, and he said all the different communities said that it's just a question of law. There is like a community of women soldier women in the game, but it's not appearing in this game because it's. They find their own way to defend the idea of not having women in the game. I think it's not a good reason. There is no good reason to not integrate women in video games, and there is a lot of discussion about that in the video game communities on Reddit and so on. And we can do better in creating worlds. I was also part of the editorial team at Ubisoft. The editorial team is the team that validates all the video games at Ubisoft. And my work was to share, to give more insights to better creating worlds in video games at Ubisoft by explaining what are the different systems, the different researches that you have to do to create better worlds, better open worlds in games. It's not an easy thing because when you pitch a game at Ubisoft, you come with your own knowledge, your own ideas, and you say that you're free to create the world that you want to depict. But the main idea of broadcasting such information, such element, is to do it properly with authenticity. About the representation, it's focused on the US, but it's very interesting to see that it's essentially white people that you have in the studios, the different studios. And if I take the black communities, it represents 5% of the video game sector in the US. It's pretty old figures, but I think it's not different right now. And there is several games that do a better job at representing people from diverse origins and backgrounds in video games. We will see a bunch of examples just after. But why does it matter? I think it's really important to have this at heart because it's something that is legal, especially in the US and in several countries. For example, I was in South Africa recently, lately 2 years ago, if I remember well, and they have like legal inquiries to recruit people from diverse origin because of their history with the apartheid and so on. And I know that in different countries it is not only ethical but legal to integrate people from diverse backgrounds. It's very important also for the reflections, for the meetings, for to nurture the discussion about creating video games. For example, if you, I was. Sometimes it was unofficial. Some studios contacted me at Ubisoft and said, hey, we want to integrate properly people from this background or that background. It's on the side because I have to pitch my project. And could you help me? I'm not like used to pitch this kind of game, this kind of culture. And would you are you able to find specialists for me to be better at pitching this game? And I think it's a good thing to have specialists or at the core recruit people that know this kind of culture that you want to integrate in your games. And it's important to reach a wider audience. I like this image because I think it wasn't on purpose about the game that it is about Wii Sports. Wii Sports is, you know Wii Sports, right? Wii Sports was a super easy game to play. And there is this association in France named Silver Geek. It's just about integrating the senior, our parents, our grandparents, and make them play video games and tournaments. And it's always awesome on the scene in France at Paris Games Week to see the energy, the people that are motivated to encourage them. And yeah, it is every time a great moment. And if we could do games for our parents, our grandparents, I think it's for a better world. Concerning Afrogameuses, as I said, I am in charge of all the initiatives around the video game jobs, video game trainings, and so on. But at the origin, Afrogameuses was an association created by Jennifer Lufo, which is a streamer passionate about video games. She wanted to create a community with people that resembles her, and yeah, it was a blast. Basically, a lot of people joined the association. It is recent; it's 5 years old. And right now, Afrogameuses is doing a lot of different events in Paris, like Game Changers, which is an annual event open to everyone, and to better discover the topic that are about ethnicity, about genders and genres that are marginalized. And yeah, they're also doing events for the Black communities, always open to other ethnicity. It's not, there is safe space on their Discord, really focused on people that there are different particularities, but the majority of their events are open to everyone. And this create opportunities for people that want to integrate the video game sector. I am from, my background is, I am from a French university, a public university, and public universities are not recognized in the French video game sector. And it was like, really I struggled at that time to integrate the video game sector because I was like very, very motivated. I wanted to work at Ubisoft, so I applied a lot. and yeah, the idea is to ease the thing for the younger generation. So there is a lot of different events, especially for streamers and people that want to be visible on Twitch, and new ideas for the future. Also, this initiative, I did that with my own association, Loisirs Numériques. It is very important because it is the first time that we have scholarship dedicated to people from diverse background in France. the main idea is to accompany people that are from the countries, for the suburbs of Paris, for the different that feel that it is complicated to reach the video game sector, to lead them to jobs after their studies. So at the first time we have a period of recruitment, a period of discussion with different applicants. Each year, it's around 300 applicants to this idea, to this initiative. And we only recruit between 5 and 10 people each year to accompany them during all their studies during the higher studies. So we help them for the mentorship, for the placement in companies, to train them also to have the better better resumes, better to have this sense of equity compared to, because in France studies that are valuable in video game sector are paying studies, and each year it's around 10,000 euros. To pay their tuition, and it's complicated when you have a background, when you come from the suburbs, for example. And it is for several students, but it is very interesting to see that it triggers different initiatives like this one. Right now there is different scholarship created by private schools that are comparable to this initiative. But this one is really independent because we are not relying on specific schools. We are targeting prior to anything their path, their own stories, and after discussing, we say that we will follow them during all the period, their studies period. Sorry. Yes. So right now we have accompanied like between 30 and 40 people. So it's a good picture to see that it was at the Pegasus. So really proud of this trophy. And it's really great moment to have them with me and other people in the video game sector, to see them, to help them visit studios, to make them more visible. And there is no like quota, different level of recruitment. We just discuss with those young generation, the youngsters, once a year, and we have back and forth with them to better understand their situation. And I hope it's not an easy thing to have them directly recruited after their studies, but we manage with it. And I do that in my free time. It's heavy, but it's really, really intense and rewarding, really. And to achieve this presentation, just a bunch of advices, but I know that you're all connected and aware about what is good to do to have better representation in video game sector. Basically, it's about enrolling experts, discussing with associations and entities that are social, that have at heart the spirit of integrating people from diverse backgrounds. ERGs too. ERGs is group of people in companies, big companies like Ubisoft, dedicated to specificities, particularities, abilities, like people from that are LGBTQIA plus communities, for example, people that are Latino and so on. There is different ERGs. It's employee resource group, basically. And it's like association in the company. They are creating their own events, they are their own requests to the company, and it's very, very cool to strengthen all the knowledge, all the different resources that will be useful for the studios, for the different studios at Ubisoft, for example. To recruit diverse people, if you don't have, To recruit experts is something that you do when you don't have a diverse team, so it's good. But to get better at it, I think it's really important to be open when they apply, when people apply, to be very, very open-minded. That's what I'm doing personally. I have this word that I don't want to recruit the first one, the better candidate, because the best candidate will be recruited by any company, basically. I want to discuss with the other ones because they have their own stories, they have their own way to defend their topic. I learn a lot from them, and that's why it's very, very interesting to work with people that doesn't resemble me. Never bargain with authenticity. I think it's really important. It's not something that is like it's not like a priority for a business company, but I think to think about authenticity, how to resonate with people that know better their culture, their backgrounds. It was the why to discuss with them, to integrate what they think, not all the thing, but what is important to have to avoid backlash, also on the social networks. And yeah, the effort always was the while. And yeah, it's a matter of business, but also a matter of, how to say that, self-confidence. It's a matter of, yeah, to be, to have this feel of belonging of the company or your own entity. And I think it's the most important thing if you want advocates, if you want people that defend your project. And I love this game because this game, I think it's a great advocate of what is representation of video games. It's really recent. I think it was released like 2 months ago, South of Midnight. It's based in Louisiana in the US. And I think it is the first time I see a black woman as the main character. There is different games like Assassin's Creed. I don't remember the name of the one with Aveline de Grandpré. But it is this game was a spin-off from the Assassin's Creed 3. So this is a new brand, a new game with a new hero, and it is a female that is black with its own accent. It's her own background, her own stories, and it talks about things that we are not used to see in video games. And I think it's cool, really, really cool, because even me, I learn a lot from this game, and I see that it is feasible to have great games that says a lot also, and it's considered as a risk, but if we all take the risk to create and share this kind of games, it's not a risk anymore because it's by default. So yeah, great examples. And that's pretty it for me. It's the last slide. I think there is 1 or 2 slides just after this one, but it's not working anymore. But it's the end of this presentation, basically. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mickaël. Don't run away. Do we have any questions from the audience for Mickaël? Do you have anything you want to ask him? No, but you stick around, right? You're still here. All right. So if you want to talk to him, just look for him. Maybe he'll grab a snack now or something to drink. You'll find.